It's a bitterly cold night in Cochrane, Alberta, Canada, so I thought I'd stay in and show you Hobbyware Labs. Right now this is just mostly a storage area where I keep the robot Project 13 that I'm working on, and my laptop bag in case I travel or just generally to carry my laptop around. Over here is the 3D printer I use. It is a MakerBot replicator, and you can see off to the left there's some 3D prints that I've made that are just waiting to go into use. So we move over, you can see this is where I keep the Connect that I use for Project 13, and that's just hooked up to the computer, and that's where I do most of my programming on. There's some batteries for a project behind the Connect there, and the batteries will go to another project I'm working on. Probably put it into a wildlife camera that'll be solar powered. I just got those out of an old UPS that I had at work, and they were thrown out. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can find when you're dumpster diving to see. There's lots of useful parts out there that can be reused for other projects. And you can also see there that's the multimeter I use. And if we move over, this is where my computer is. This is my programming computer and development computer. I use 3 screens, a 1080p in the middle, and 2 19-inch monitors on the side. I find it works quite well. You can have your programming open on your main screen, and then have your internet on another screen, and then on your third screen you can use for like files, File Explorer, etc. It's quite useful to have 3 screens. This is what the back of the programming computer looks like. It's just an old gaming box I had that I decided to reuse. That is a wireless extender right there. That just there's no plug in the wall next to this computer that I can get internet from, so that just kind of works to extend the internet from the modem and the router where it's placed in the room. Inside the computer I have a 6970, which is an old graphics card I had, and it works quite well for what I need it to do. Video processing, maybe a little overpowered, but I'm just reusing it, so I might as well. It's got a Core i7 in it, and it's got 8 gigs of memory. It's slowly dating, but it's definitely still useful. It's not by any means underpowered. So if we go around, you can see there's my official credentials, which got me my job as an IT in information technology computer systems, and I got that from SAIT in Calgary. I did 2 years there, and I just keep that on display to kind of show what I'm about. We'll see the gaming computer that I use. This is basically where I spend all my relaxation time. The gaming computer is water cooled. You can see it under the computer section on hobbyware.org, and there's a build log there. It's water cooled, and it's got ATI 6970 graphics cards in there. They're getting a little dated, so maybe in the next couple years I'll do an update to that. The monitor there is a 1440p monitor, Asus, and then another one of those side 19-inch monitors that I use for like TeamSpeak or things like things like diagnostics on the hardware, so like heat and CPU load, GPU load, stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting to run when side by side during a game to see how your hardware's performing. If we zoom in here, you can see that Patriot box is a NAS device where I do all my backups, and it happens to be conveniently located really close to the bedroom door, which is just around right there, but it's just behind the computer there. And that's helpful, so if there's a fire I can just pop open the drawer. I'll show you. It is hot swappable, so we'll zoom in here. The hard drives just slip out, so I can just clip this and then pull out the hard drive easy enough, and I can get out of the house should there be a fire. And then you have the cocaine can. I got this from the States when I bought the water cooling for my computer. Just a little extra gift. It's good stuff. It's an energy drink, and it's kind of spicy. You might as well give it a try if you're an energy drink fan. Also Sennheiser HD 518 headphones. Very good headphones for gaming. And then in the computer I also have an audio card, which I like to use for getting the best sound out of my games and stuff. So that's about that corner. And if we move down here, I got a chest here, and this chest is just all my tools and spare parts I keep. I eventually want to swap out this chest for an IKEA chest with drawers. Definitely need more storage space. There's a lot of tools and stuff in there, and we'll show you what's inside there. So old headphones, old hard drive. I got a soldering iron here, hammer. I have a file for 3D prints. Sometimes you need to file down some of the supports on your 3D prints. Lots of other random tools, some chisels for 3D printing, an old Linksys WRT 54G. That's kind of like the first like router that you could load up aftermarket firmware on, like DDWRT and others. And then you can also see off to the right there's where I keep all my network cables and other random stuff like that. If we pull the drawer out, that's all the computer hardware I have, the big stuff. So you got all your software in that box there, and then all the spare parts kind of go in this box. Bunch of water cooling parts here that I'll use, a radiator, fans, just generally stuff I want to keep out of the way until I actually need to use it. And we move up, steering wheel for racing games I like to play, and that's pretty much this area of the room. So we'll move over into the next area. This area is just basically an extra storage space where I keep some extra 3D printing supplies and what such. I got an extra extruder. It's Maker Bot filament, white. Wish I ordered black, but that's how it goes. Bigger tools, drill, saw, almost like a half sledgehammer sort of thing. And that's that drawer. If we look up and zoom out, or zoom in rather, this is where I keep just different passes to shows I've been to. So we got CES, Mini Maker Faire in Calgary. Totally hope to add to that, and just you know, I want to go to the Maker Faire in New York and out on the West Coast there, and you know, just generally show my projects off. So that'll be added to. And then I got the Guy Fawkes mask. Just gotta have one. I don't know why, but it's just cool. And yeah, that's pretty much that area. Oh, and a skull. So this area is just a little nook in the main area of the home there. Another storage space off to the left there, and there's a little side table with a computer, an old Dell computer. One we were throwing out at work, so I thought I'd bring it home and reuse it. It's got a very nice Linksys router on there, which I have put on DDWRT, and it's going to be my IP version 6 router, and that computer is going to host all my IPv6 projects and things like of that nature. On the desk, I'm going to put a monitor for some home automation software I'm also working on. I got so many projects, but yeah, that'll basically be the little center, and I'll put a microphone on there so I can just talk to the software. And so I thought I'd sit in front of my computer as a testament to an old unique post on Hard Forums. And this is where I work. This is Hobbyware Labs, and next year we'll do it again, and I'll show you how the lab has changed from this year to the next year. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Cheers and enjoy. Damn, this beep is fucking special.